Howdy y'all, this is KK Dog, the Big Red, coming back at you with some more Wizard 101 for our Smith Summoner playthrough. Today, where we left off, we're going to be tackling the Ironworks today. You know, I really wanted to be able to do Kambula Village, is that the Hollow Mountain dungeon, but I think we're not going to be able to do it for a while. I think it'll just take too long. Also, we might not be able to equip it now, but hopefully that is what it needs to. That gets our mount going. Alright, let's go. Gotcha. I definitely called this guy Chester, didn't I? Yeah. Got our trusty steed, Chester. We're just going to speed through this. It says it should take an hour 15, but I reckon it'll take a little bit. Well, we're playing a very slow playstyle. It might take about that long.
I'll give you what help I can, but you've got to promise to keep my name out of it. Here's where I last saw Pops O'Leary. He went through that door, but you'd need more than O'Leary luck to get through it. You need a key. Those O'Leary nappers always go where they shouldn't. You may have to defeat a couple of O'Leary nappers before you find a key, though.
Alright. Don't worry, Baxter. I'll keep your name out of it. Let's go defeat some of the nappers. The O'Leary nappers. For this, you know what? We'll keep our setup. Realistically, we probably could just get away with blading, trapping two of them, and then using Humongo Frog to finish it off. We'll see how it goes. I'd just rather not spend too much time on the mob fights. Or at least I don't want to take more time than needed. Discard you. Let's blade up. We only have 5% damage. Which is fine. I mean, we don't need to deal overwhelming damage, but for fights like these, it does feel a little bit annoying. Okay. This is, what, 70% boosted? 75% boosted? Is that enough? Probably. Let's put up some defense and then we'll Humongo Frog next turn. Okay. There is a small chance, actually. Yeah, there's a small chance it doesn't kill. I'm willing to take that risk. Actually, we might need a high roll. Okay, well, we got it. We got it. Oop. Let's go.
You handled that in nothing flat. Glad I'm on your side. Go on then, open the door.
Let's open the door. Blimey. I think that's what the British say.
Second door is closed? You normally keep that one open. They may know we're coming. Tell you what, Nails O'Leary will have the combination of that lock. It's just around the corner, hiding in the clock tower. Get the combination from him and meet me back here.
You know, I think they did know we were coming. We did just beat up, like, their goons on 2 different streets, and they gave me a warning when I tried to enter the dungeon. Pops O'Leary was like, hey, you're entering a dungeon. And it's like, well, okay, he probably knows, bro. The sneak attack is not working. Alright, Nails O'Leary. Let's throw some hands. Okay. Ooh, Gotta get the ore. If nothing else, if we don't plan on crafting with it, then it's just free money. Good money, too. Fire and ice. We got some fire shields. For this one, we do want minions to come in pretty early.
What? You need the combination to the gate to see Pops? You expect me just to tell you that? You's gonna have to beat it out of me.
I'm gonna beat it out of you. Nails. So we got cats, rats, and dogs. We'll do some setup before bringing out Clyde. Let's bring him out. Let's bring out the boy. The man, the myth, the legend. I don't have any shields up for this, do I? Jeez, 500. Just about 500 damage. Brutal. Okay, we're taking some hits. We got Clyde out now, though. We have some advantage. So let's... Actually, we could use the Time of Legend, and then we can shield up next round. Maybe lead it into a fairy. I'm not too worried about the minions' hits. It is an ice school. Ice hits aren't very... They don't deal a lot of damage in comparison to the others. Ooh, and Clyde giving us the Spirit Shield. It's a balance spell. It gives us the 3 Spirit Shields. Actually, snowmen can be deadly here. Because the only shield we don't have is an ice shield right now. No snowman, no snowman. Eee. Ah, shoot. This hurts. Dead? 4 HP! Okay, okay. Never punished. Never punished. Yeah, we should really focus on setting up defenses before setting up traps and blades. If we're going to play a slower playstyle, we need the defense first. Okay, now's our time to kind of get our get back. That being said, I'm going to keep shielding up. Ooh, okay. Only thing is, if they do hit us with a fire spell now, it's getting reduced by a lot. Major amount. Let's keep healing up. Okay. This should deal a lot of damage. A boosted Claude, or boosted Cyclops. Oh yeah. Money in the bank right there. A fire shark? My... Okay, golly. Luckily, we got way too much defense for that. Still dealt 84. You know, if I could have done the volcanic shield first, so it would have reduced the damage, that probably would have been better. Just because then the final damage it's getting reduced by 70 instead of, you know, us getting it really low and then the trap hitting it. I'm not sure if it really matters. I think it does. Okay, we're not going to need the Humongo Frog anymore. We'll myth the trap Cyclops. Bring out Clot. Brother. It's okay, our hits are still massively boosted, thanks to the arena and, you know, he's all prepped to get hit right now. The trap, we got the blade. Big money. Okay. I think Clyde was using a troll, right? That should be enough to finish him off. Oh yeah. Easy. Easily enough.
Oh, that's a first. Nails gets hammered by a little bitty wizard.
Whittle or little?
Okay, I'll give to you the combination to get your truths to gate. Looks up a little ways out of here.
I think it'll actually put these like by the door that we have to go through anyway, so we don't need to like, I don't think we need to write it in the chat or anything like that. Okay, we have a circle trinket. We have a circle gem area. But our health ruby is a tier. Okay. Snake, bird, spider. Might as well, just in case. Okay, that got way closer than it should have. Going down to 4 health was not part of the game plan. Maybe we stack in extra shields, extra summon minions. Just increase our overall chance of getting those cards. That, or we have to decrease like the traps and blades. Okay.
Excellent. Now go open the gate with the combination you got from Nails. I'm not recognized. I have to take the back way, but I'll catch up with you at the vector.
You know what? I guess it was a good idea to go and talk with him about the plan. Spider. Oh, that's probably beetle, actually. It only has 6 legs. We got bird. No skull. No moon. Yes, snake. Anything else active? No? Okay, looks like we got it right. Yeah, it gives the plaques over here as well. Onward and upward. Oh. I've got a month left of work. I feel like it's easier to do things that... Well, it's easier to do everything in general if you know that you're on a timeline. Like if you have a timeline that you know what you're going to do. So knowing that I have a month left of work is probably going to make that last month easier.
Henchmen carrying some plans. If you find them, bring them back here. They may be the key to all of this. When you go into the place, head to your right and down the ramp. Look out. He's got a lot of his boys down there.
I'll keep an eye out for them. But I feel like it's way easier to get through things when you know, that there's a schedule that things are going to be going or changing. So knowing that I only have a week left of work is going to make that last week a little bit easier. At least I think it will. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it ends up feeling like a week of dread because I know that it's coming to a close, but I've enjoyed my time working at the casino. Interesting. Very interesting. You know what? Old Smokey's looking at me funny. Let's throw hands. Okay. Gotta learn from our last battle. Let's set up defense first. Especially against lightning. Okay. Haven't drawn a minion or a hit yet, so we'll take the turn, go a little bit more offensive. Once we take a hit, we'll throw out the tower shield. Okay. Looks like everything we... Well, our traps are going to be very useful, but like, you know, the rest of what we need is kind of hiding in the bottom of our deck. Okay, summon a minion if we can. If we can't, we don't even got to worry about that possibility. We got it. I always throw hands with Old Smokey. Why? Just because. Okay. If he hits us, the tower shield will absorb it. Let's set up a volcanic shield. Because I am expecting it to... Oh. We have a fire shield set up because of the thermal shield. Hopefully we get the Time of Legend, the bubble soon. Or not the bubble, but the arena effect. Yeah, okay. Humongo Frog gives us the AoE. It'll bring down the O'Leary Scurrier a bit. It won't deal too much to Old Smokey because of that tower shield. Though we do have a blade, and it is boosted, so maybe it'll still hit decently hard. That dealt less than a beetle. This one hurts, though. He opened up the way by taking our tower shield off. But honestly, for a 3-pip hit, only dealing 378, not bad. Okay. We don't need to win in one fell swoop. Sustained damage will be enough. So we can use another Humongo Frog, that way we can... Well, looks like Clyde's eager to get it in blood. Okay, well let's trap up Old Smokey. Ah. Myth Shield. Oh, how cute they bladed each other. Not useful, but cute. Clyde summon Claude. Claude smash. Okay, well we're not going to need just another Cyclops minion. We could actually wait, try to draw a troll. That way maybe we could take off the Myth Shield. We got 2 big fire shields right for this. Only one will get consumed because they're both thermal shields. The same spell card. If one was an item card, they would both be used, but you know, that's here or there. Neither here nor there. Okay. Hopefully we can troll open up the way for I will continue the setup. We will need both the traps on him anyway, so. Okay, we can troll open up the way for a troll. Actually, let's Blade let him open up the way with his troll, and then we can Cyclops. At this point, it'll probably be Cyclops, just finish off the battle. Yep. Yeah. That sounds about right. Let's use our troll, take off that myth shield for Clyde Cyclops. There's a lot of health health orbs around, so I'm not really concerned with taking damage right now. Let's clear the way. Open up the earth. Damn. Not bad. Alright, let's finish him off. Bye-bye, old Smokey. Got smoked. Smoking that pack. And we have Old Smokey's Noble Hat. 4% power pip chance, 4% life damage. Not useful for us, but it's about sending a message sometimes. Alright, Baxter.
Wouldn't you know it, they are blueprints, but of Newgate Prison?
Baxter points to an area on the blueprints where a note reads, "Enter here."
What could it mean?
Wait a minute, he wants to break someone out of there? That can't be good for any of us. Breaking someone out of Newgate Prison is bad news for everyone. Even a sneak like me knows it. You better defeat Pops before he can pull it off. By now, Pops is probably in a secret room upstairs. I bet my last pint of milk that's where he's hiding. When you walk in, make sure you go to the left and up the ramp.
Okay. I wonder what's... Like, is Malister trying to get him to break someone out of prison, or is he doing it because there's, like, gang ties?
A voice hisses from the other side of the door. If I don't hear the secret knock, you're not getting by.
How nice of them to tell us. Exactly what we need to get by. For them to open up. Okay. Baxter, do you know it?
Secret knock? How was I supposed to know? I see Pops has a lot more security than he used to. He must be into something really big these days. Brady the Sneak works directly under Pops, so he will know the secret knock.
Okay.
Defeat him, and you can go up against Pops himself.
Brady the
Use
Sneak.
playing cards in a warehouse down the street. You'll have to go through the factory to get there. Go to your right and down the ramp, and head out the back entrance.
Let me play cards against him. I could beat him in a game of poker. I just know it. I have the experience. I know how these games are played. All right, let's go beat up Brady the Sneak. Okay. Looks like we got two. The one to the left leads to Brady the Sneak. Let's look at what's over here. Tree, Moon, Beetle, Bird. None of them are active, right? Okay. Tree, Moon, Beetle, Bird. And then we'll have to reset it and go again. Okay. What is over here? I have a pretty poor memory, so I usually forget these things. Oh, you know, it's probably... Okay, then that area is probably for a class quest. Like for someone to unlock their cards. Alright, let's clear him. Go the right way. Bird, moon, tree beetle. Bird, moon, tree beetle. Alright. But yeah. It's like when I was playing football. Back to what I was talking about earlier about like when you have a clear goal in mind, or like when you know that there's a timeline, I feel like it does make it way easier to do anything. I know that when I was, when I played football, when I was training for football and we had like the double days or summer workouts and everything like that, every workout, every practice, everything that the team did, right? It felt not necessarily easy, but it felt meaningful. Because we knew that eventually we were going to be going up against other teams and, we'd be fighting like hell. So it made all the hard stuff easier. All of the hard work, all those double days, the lifting, workouts, everything.
Pops don't me? Ha, you wish, but I'll introduce you to someone else first. Prepare to say hello to my paw, wizard.
To your pa. Does he mean paw like palm, or does he mean paw like his father? Because I don't want to know your father. Twin. Alright, we got a Scrounger, we got Brady the Sneak. We are going to need some prisms. The blades are useful for our first Humongo Frog, but after that, I think we're just prisms and traps. But we do need every prism we can get. We have shields. We have shields for the Time of Legend to help block any attack, so I'm okay bringing that in here. But yeah, our first priority is always going to be setting up the prism ASAP against myth bosses. Just cause if they get their lightning shield down on themselves before we're able to get the prism, it's disastrous, to say the least. Do we want to trap him or trap the Scrounger, though? No, we want to focus on defense first. It'll be a bit of a hassle if Clyde starts, like, just automatically hitting him and removing the prisms, but we have 3. If Clyde hits him 3 times, it should be enough to kill, right? At least that's my assumption. Everybody's using misspelled. Brady, you coward. Spending a whole turn to make me weaker. What a diva. Okay, I'm going to set this turn to set up a trap, though. We do have the tower shield. Armor? Brother. Okay, my bad, I guess. Okay, now we have to really focus on getting big hits in if we're going to go for Brady. Okay. Shield's down. We might get a life hit from the Scrounger, so we'll set that up. Yeah, until Brady starts building up some pips, like until he gets to 2 pips, I'm not worried about setting up the Mist Shield. We can tank the Bloodbats all day. Do we want to time a legend? Sets up Humongo Frog. Will be bladed for next turn. Only problem is if we do that. Well, we'll do it. If we get a power pip, we can immediately use Humongo Frog. Hey. Okay, everybody loves casting mist spells. Why not? Yeah, me too. They just like me for real. Okay. You got a lightning shield set up? Yeah, okay. So the next... So right now the prism we have down is the last thing to hit, so our spell won't get converted to myth until the very end. Going for Cyclops. Okay. Well, we didn't get the power pip. We could troll, which definitely sets up the Cyclops to kill, but it might be able to. Let's troll. Let's troll it. Line up the targets. Always line up the targets. To the dome. Alright, and from here on we should have the advantage with the amount of pips we get each turn. So it should be smooth sailing from here. Should be. Okay. He's gonna break the prism. I can't use a more powerful hit though. I'll just use a mist shield. He'll probably use Cyclops here. No, a troll. Okay. Looks like he's enjoying the Time of Legend too. Actually, how does Time of Legend affect prism hits? Does it come into play at the very, very end? Also, the reason it didn't absorb the prism right there is because it's behind the armor. I don't know when they made that change, but they did make the change where, like, traps behind armor won't activate unless the armor breaks. Okay, so that wasn't a myth hit. Because our myth shield didn't activate. What type of hit was it? What's his natural attack? Maybe death because it's sneaky or something? Okay. I mean, it doesn't show you what class symbol it is either, so it just puts him in the middle of the arena, throwing daggers. Okay, I'll put down the prism. Now the next hit will activate it. It'll activate the myth trap, then the prism, and then the lightning shield. Or we can myth prism again. It won't absorb the myth trap, but it will take out the lightning shield. Okay, that's good. It's all about the order that you put it on, you know? Technically, if we also had a prism for, like, lightning to myth, then we could... Well, put the... I'm not gonna say it, but it's we could make a very interesting play with it. Convert it multiple times. Alright. We could Humongo Frog. It's not bad, but it's... I think it's... Well... It's about as useful as Claude. We'll miss shield. We can wait for hits. But I want to be ready in case he does a... Oh! A smoke screen. Actually, I don't know if it's smoke screen, if it's myth. Or if it's a balance spell like he just used. Okay, well, good thing we didn't really go for the hit then. Yeah, the damage spread is a little bit... Well, we did upgrade Cyclops last episode. Alright, let's get it. Good thing I put up that myth shield. I think it would work on like the initial cast. Oh dang. How much health does he have? Don't matter how much health he has because it's at 0 right now.
Have mercy on me, wizard. I'm ready to tell you what you need to know. The knock is knock, tap, tap, knock, tap, knock, knock, knock.
Knock, tap, tap, knock, tap, knock, knock, knock. Interesting. Okay. Luckily we don't have to remember that because I would not be able to. We do need to get new drip soon. Listen, I love the Crocotopia fit. I don't love it so much that I'd be willing to take worse stats for it. I mean, we're level 27 now. The Crocotopia gear is level 15. What do we have? What do we even have in our inventory to sell? A hat, like 2 hats. The higher the level, the more it usually sells for, by the way. So we do have stuff we can sell, just not for all that much yet. Well, it's worth having slightly worse gear for Chestnut. Chester? Chestnut or Chester? Oh my gosh, I'll have to look back. It's a chestnut pony. I don't want to call it Chestnut because it's already a chestnut pony. Chester. Definitely Chester. Alright, let's go mess up Pop's O'Leary. Surprise! It's me. Alright, let's take out the prisms, the myth shield. Tower shield and maybe some volcanics. Other than that, Humongo Frog, Cyclops, the traps, blades, all that should be good enough. Do we want Pierce? In case they tower shield. I mean, we should be bringing a lot of hits. I'll bring some Pierce just in case. Just in case they use some armor stuff.
How did you get through all my security? No matter, no measly little wizard is going to derail my plans.
We'll be honest, Chief. Your security, not how good you think it is. Alright, we'll start with the tower shield. We'll summon out Clyde when we can. Everybody trying to obscure my vision. Blowing smoke in my face. Don't matter. Yeah, let's wait for 4 pips. I'm not actually worried about Clyde dying. It just feels like more of a power move, you know? Okay, double trap. We're at about 40 minutes on the episode, so the dungeon's only taken us about 40 minutes. I don't know where they got the hour 15 idea from. Because this is the final fight of the dungeon. We got our volcanic shield up, right? Yeah, we did. That ain't nothing. Meet my boy, Clyde. They're shivering their timbers right now, bro. I could tell. The aura. Okay, we already got the blade. We're probably going to Humongo Frog next turn, so let's put a trap on the O'Leary Napper. After we get the minion out of the way, then we can really focus on Pops. O'Leary. We tank those. He'll probably get a Firebird off on us, so we will drop a bit, but health is a resource you can use. That's true for League of Legends, that's true for Wizard101. I think most any game with a health bar is, you can usually make the trade-off. Even Isaac, you know, with the Devil Deals and such. The Binding of Isaac, sorry, for those who don't know. Another series on the channel. Alright, let's go for the hit. I don't blame him. I like misspells too. At least he didn't go after his own trap, I guess. Boo. 564, let's go. Knockout punch. Now we can play more defensive. I'll still use a volcanic shield just because it seems that people don't really care what their class type is. They're just gonna be flinging stuff out. Ooh, time legend. Let's go. Pops. I guess Pops might respect his class. 1200 health, by the way. He really is an ice wizard. You know, I can respect their bulk, but they do need to hit leg day. They really need to hit leg day. Like Clyde. Clyde hits leg day. He's got that. He's a lean, mean machine, you know. Clyde hits legs. Pops. The O'Leary gang. All these fancy cats, bro. They gotta get to it. They're slacking. We really do need to upgrade our gear, though. Of course, since we are going for a much more like commander playstyle where we're expecting to bring in the boys, then stat-wise, I'd be prioritizing whatever gives me the most health and defense, I'd say. Like, yeah, for clearing mobs and stuff, we would want just damage. That way we can have, like, our AoE hits to get through the rabble. But, you know, being able to tank, like, another couple pip spell sounds like it might be a little bit more useful. Or enduring while our engine gets going. So while we're still bringing in the minions. I'll let Clyde finish him off. Pause. I'll let Clyde end him. There we go. Gotta correct me. Clyde. Okay, yeah. No, I don't blame you. That's on me. That's on me. Actually, no, I'll let you end him. End him. Yeah. So used to the Mortal Kombat, finish him, but no. This day and age, can't be caught saying that. Oh, I'm joking. It's not that serious. Big hits. We also got the book.
You may have beaten me, Wizard, but you're still too late. I've already ordered the raid.
No. That's okay. Barkford. Wooden chest. Let's read the book.
This volume is entitled Rebirth of Marleybone.
Okay.
As memory of the despised Marleybone kings faded, interest in ancient Marleybone grew. We call this era the Rebirth.
So after they forgot about the kings, maybe the one who like united them all, because they were the tribes that got united by a king. So after, I guess he was a despised king.
Unlike before, this exciting period began not with kings, but with poets and scientists, including greats like Lady Chelsea and Sir Lawrence Hyde.
Oh, Lady Chelsea's one of the... Okay.
Building on ancient knowledge, inventors developed the first machines at this time, such as the printing press, which made this book possible.
Okay. Also, here's the stray cat for the ironworks. He was overlooking our great escapades. Okay.
A bit of good news and a bit of bad news, isn't it? Even with Pops out of the way, the raid will go on without him. Go on and on, Mr. Bones.
Oh?
It's time to test you. Come see me for it.
Works for me. Professor Drake. Test me. Test my metal. We keep that thing moving. Level 28. What do we get at level 28?
You've made it thus far. Maybe you are not as worthless as you look. But you'll have to prove it to me. For your next spell, you'll need to find the Seraph Lady Sylvan. She will give you your own unique charms for the spell. The spell is useless without it. Lady Sylvan is quite the busybody, so she could be anywhere.
Could be
You
anywhere.
might ask her sister Lady Oriel as to her whereabouts. Now, be on your way.
Okay. Let's go talk to Lady Oriel. So it'll be a bit of a fetch quest. I'm sure they'll send us every which way. Maybe they might send us... I mean, we're level 28. We're definitely expected to be at Marleybone by this point, right? Because all the gear that's been dropping for us has been either level 25 or 30. So it's going to be a Marleybone fight. I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I reckon I'll probably be there. Alright. I'm trying to remember what spell it is, because the furthest I've gotten, I think, is like level 50 on Myth. I don't think we get a new summon spell, and I don't think it's Minotaur. I think Minotaur comes a little bit later. Minotaur also means that we're going to be shifting from... Well, we can worry about that when we get there. But it'll shift us from traps more to blades. And especially using the arena. What the? That dark fairy want blood, bro. Left the street just to invade a house. Damn. What a thug. Okay, Lady Oriel. I need your help.
You are looking for my sister?
I
I
am.
haven't seen her in quite some time. She had gone off to see Dworgin to cheer him up. He looks so sad all the time.
Oh, that's sweet.
I would go visit him over at the death school to see if he has a clue to her whereabouts. If you can, do something to help bring joy into his life. Cheers.
What would Dworgin even like? I mean, he's like a little frog. LARP, 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 LARP. They're having an interesting, always an interesting discussion in the whatchamacallit, in the commons. We have subdue. Pacify self. Pacify means that enemies are less likely to attack you, by the way. So we will train it. It's free. Why not? but we probably won't be using it. We probably could implement it if we really wanted to. But I think this is fine for now. Oh, not you, Marla. The warg. Oh, no, Dworgen isn't a frog. He's just a hunchback.
You were looking for Lady Sylvan? No, she has not come by lately. Oh, she's always trying to cheer me up. What's wrong with being glum?
Yeah, what's wrong with being glum?
I'd suggest looking around Nightside. Knowing her, she's found someone else to cheer up.
Okay, so we are going to have to go to Nightside. That's interesting. Nightside is this dungeon. Oh, no, it's over here.
Mortis shakes his branches and rustles his leaves as if to get your attention.
Rustles his leaves? I can understand shaking branches, but I don't see no leaves.
I heard you say you are looking for Lady Sylvan? Oh, I overheard you talking to Dworgen inside. And yes, I have extremely good ears for a tree.
You have some piercing eyes.
I heard her talking with someone in the passageway. I think she decided to follow them. By the sounds of it, she was trying to cheer them up. Given his accent, I'd say the stranger was from Marleybone. Go there and talk to the first person you see after exiting the spiral. I'd bet all my leaves that she's talked to them.
Yep. Okay, we're going to Wolfminster Abbey. That's the area right outside of the spiral door, by the way. Like that's the area where you come out. Okay, let's go. Would be nice if we could. I'm not going to keep complaining about the gear. We're in the position we are. Private Kinchley.
You say you're looking for a seraph. Yes, one did pass through here. How could I forget? She kept trying to cheer me up. Not that I need it. She was with one of the Claw brothers, though. They are usually bad elements, you know, type looking for shortcuts to wealth. They
Oh.
reside over in the Chelsea Court area. Check with Lord Barker. He keeps a sharp eye on that area.
Does
Know
he?
what I mean?
Well, I mean, I guess he does see who comes and goes. Because he's always standing in like the what's it called? Like the balloon car station. The Digmore station. Oh. No, 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 no. Lord Baker. He's the one with the connections to the gang. I was thinking of the mayor. I don't know. Mayor Pinsbrook or Mayor Pimsbury. Alright, let's go. Well, let's go after this. Let's go see him. Next to the teleporter hub. Oh! We could have just teleported back here. Okay. Oh, am I tripping? I am tripping. He's right next to the balloon car. My bad, gang.
Yes, I remember seeing a seraph. She was accompanied by one of the Claw brothers. I remember it because he looked very tired. I think he was annoyed by all her chatting.
Damn, she's talking his ear off.
Has a bunch of hooligans out front. They should be a pushover for the likes of you. But look out, the Claw brothers do not take kindly to visitors. Say, we could use a wizard. I've noticed a...
Yeah, you could use a wizard like me. Kennedy the Claw. Dang, he kinda got aura. I don't know, something about that face. So Kennedy the Claw, he's going to be next to the Bone, the hooligans hangout. Okay. 2 myth wizards. Time of Legend might end up doing more damage than good here, so we're going to take that off, take out the volcanic shields. Let's put on some myth shields of our own. We have the minion, but we are going to need some prisms. Full prisms and traps. We have our Cyclops, have our Humongo Frog. Let's exchange them out. We'll go full Cyclops. Yeah. Ether Golem's not going to be useful here. Humongo Frog's not going to be very useful here either. Okay. Minions. No arena bubble. Okay.
What? Oh, wizard, you must be here to take back this little lady. We hear Sarah's can make iron into gold, so you're gonna have to fight us for her.
Look at them believing in myths. Okay, hopefully they don't have too much class resistance, because 3 prisms is not going to be enough. So. Okay, we didn't draw any of our prisms there. Sorry, I'm eating chips right now. Or we didn't draw any Mist Shield. I reckon the Claw Brother is probably just going to be using a lot of weak attacks to help clear shields, while Kennedy the Claw is going to be building up for a big attack, which ultimately we won't be able to defend because the first Claw Brother is going to keep stripping them off us. So let's bring our minion into play. Yeah, alright. Oh, we do have a Myth Shield. Claw Brother's probably going to hit us hard. Or Dagger. I'll keep another Cyclops minion in hand just in case. Okay, yeah, he got me. They're both spamming out weak attacks right now. I wonder what the angle is. Okay. I mean, I don't want to take any big hits. That being said, we do have to start dealing some damage back to him. Maybe this will also mean that Clyde takes over some aggro. Yeah. Okay. I'm still worried about their fighting back here, so let's shield up. Hopefully absorb at least some big hit. I mean, I imagine they're going to throw one big one out eventually. Okay. We will absorb a lot of the Cyclops damage. That's good. So the Tower Shield wasn't a waste. Maybe Cyclops next turn on the Claw Brother? If he lays a big hit here, though, okay, I guess it won't be on me. Okay, so his is yeah. Death neutral attack. That's interesting. Yeah, me and Clyde will link up our hits. Should be enough to knock him out. Even if he has good resist, this should be enough. Oh. Yeah, okay. He probably survived with like what, 1 HP? Maybe 6? I don't know. Claude, get him. Our Legion. And then there was one. Only problem is we're out of prisms. We could save up for a reshuffle to keep cycling them back, but that's a big pip investment right there. That being said, keeping up super effective hits would be pretty beneficial. Because it's not just like a trap where it's like, oh, now he's taking like 40% more damage from a hit or something like that. We're taking away his resistance and boosting a hit. So it's a much bigger swing. Plus that makes the rest of our traps even more effective, and blades and all that stuff. I mess with the dual wield though. Dual wield has aura. Let's reshuffle, yeah. Did I just target the minion? I didn't realize, I forgot we had to target the reshuffle. That's annoying. That's very annoying, actually. Okay, at least if Clyde goes down, we can still bring him back because we still have a minion. Why does it target it like that? Okay. Okay. He's healing us. What a sweetie. Let's start dealing some damage. Okay, his resist isn't that much. Probably like 10 or 20%. I'm guessing. You know what? I'll heal you up, Clyde. I don't want you to go. I don't want to have to resummon another one. Return the favor for the pixie. Okay, let's get the trap set up. And then we'll follow up with a Cyclops of our own after Clyde does it this turn. Boom. I take those gut punches. Alright, I don't think this will be enough to finish him off. With the bloodbat from Clyde, it might be. 322. Yeah, it should be enough with the blood bat. I mean, I'm not wrong. It would be. It's just a matter of actually hitting it. Alright, we're out of hits. It's out of our hands now. It's all up to Clyde. We'll just be chilling here. Hitting those pixie wings. Oh, howdy, Sprite. What a sweetie pie. Clyde's trolling him. Troll him, twin. Three days of Wizard101 videos in a row. Okay, Clyde. You got this, twin. The Bloodbat couldn't do it. The Troll couldn't do it. Let's bring out Claude. Claude definitely does it. Claude a real one. He about that life. Alright. Lady Sylvan, you look exactly like your sister, by the way.
They were expecting me to make gold out of iron? Some still believe in that myth. I came here because I thought they needed cheering up. So, you have traveled all this way to find me. You must be in need of some cheering up. Let me tell you all the jokes I know.
You're a pure heart.
Oh, you need a chant for your next myth spell? I can do that instead.
She closes her eyes and begins to sing. The words are ancient, but surprisingly memorable, as if they were always a part of you.
Go now. Repeat what you have
They're not
heard
even
from
going to tell us
Cyrus.
what the words are
Maybe
this
that
time.
will cheer him up. Probably not. He's the only person I have not been able to make happy.
You know, that doesn't surprise me. Professor Cyrus doesn't seem to be the very cheery type. He's a tsundere. I just know it.
Well, you sure took your time in returning. Where's the chant the Lady Sylvan gave to you? Surely you did not return without it.
You repeat the song that Lady Sylvan gave to you. Cyrus appears somewhat angry. For a moment, he smiles.
Well, I must admit that was not bad. Not bad at all. Proves that the lady did find favor. And so, the song has produced your next spell.
And it is stun. Stun. Okay, stun. For those who don't know, stun is a mechanic in this game where if you cast it on a target, it's usually a low percentage hit, so it's 70% instead of our normal 80. But stun makes it so we've been stunned before. It essentially just trades your turn, and it's a free action, so at least that's nice. But you essentially try to trade your turn for an enemy's turn, whoever you're trying to stun, right? And that's well and good, but it's just not worth it. Plus, like most monsters, or almost all bosses in this game, post Act 1, which is Wizard City to Dragonspire, like every boss after that is stun immune. And you wouldn't use stun in like a regular mob fight, you know? I mean, we could try to, since we're going for like the commander, oh, let's use our minions to deal damage, so us trading a turn of ours for our minion getting like a free hit and wouldn't be bad, but, you know.
Even with Pop's O'Leary gone, a raid may prove successful. I will remain here and pit my intellect at deducing who is behind it all. But you must warn the Yard of
Yes, you
My
ponder.
colleague and companion Watson ventured to Scotland Yard this morning. Hurry there and speak with him. Make haste.
I shall make haste. Get all of our stuff, though. How close are we for the Cyclops minion? I know we're not going to be that close. Dang, that's a lot. Well, we got a sec while we walk over there. Might as well check it out. Spell writing. For myth. 32 out of 50. And it's... Oh, it's the amount of pips it can spawn. So the first tier upgrade doesn't actually matter for us. It does matter because it depends on, you know, it changes up what we'll be able to take later. But it's essentially either we can do it and he'll spawn with extra health, Clyde will be healthier, or we could give him more pips to kind of start our engine a little bit sooner. I'm more inclined to take the one where he comes in with extra pips. Okay, Watson.
Thank goodness you've come. The O'Learys are attacking.
Yeah. Okay.
The O'Leary gang has attacked across the city. I haven't seen it like this since the war. They're up to something terrible, I fear. I must
Think
warn you,
so.
the gang intends to free Meowiarty, a most clever and dangerous thief.
Meowiarty.
Spells disaster for the whole city. An old injury prevents me from getting back in the thick of it, but a wizard like you can make the difference. Speak with Officer Ness inside Newgate Prison at once.
Okay. What's his name in the Sherlock series? It's Meowiarty. He's supposed to be. I'm blanking on the name. Also, Stray Cat, back here, right in front of the entrance to Knight's Court. I can't recall. I can't recall what it is. Meowiarty.
Indeed. Watson thought rightly to send you, what with Newgate Prison under attack and all of that business. What a day. Bless me, but we need your services quite a bit. That bloke Malistaire has been summoning the undead to fight.
Oh gosh. So, okay, so he is here.
Malistaire aims to use the undead to free Meowiarty. Better reach Meowiarty's cell at the top of the second tower before it is too late.
So Malistar is in on this. Alright, let's go chase him down. Monstrology, though. I do like me some monstrology. Alright. I'm gonna get these guys. Sorry, boys, give me a sec. Throw the defense to the wind. Oh, did he spawn a second one right on top of us? Blade. Ooh, is it going to be enough? Blade, trap, and Time of Legend. Then he used Humongo Frog. We did pack 2. Okay, can't use that. Extract undead. We'll get rid of the heartbeat. Bring out Mess Trap. Moriarty? Is that the name of it? I think that's the villain's name. Aren't they usually like brothers or something in the show, though? Or in the books? Or are they just like adversaries? I don't know, I feel like I've seen a lot of different Sherlock-like shows, and they're all a little bit weird or different. Ooh, we are going to be taking some big hits here. We got Death Trap Universal trap, universal trap. Okay, well if he uses ooh a neutral attack. Only a one pip one though. I think usually neutral attacks are supposed to be X, but I guess some monsters or mobs have it capped at 1 or 2. Okay, this should be enough. Is it? Oh yeah, easily enough. Okay. I think we need every piece of that puzzle to do that though. So we got some animus. These phantoms are rumored to never smile. Though, with their hoods up, always, or with their hoods always up, who can tell? Their base mobs, so they only take 10 to get, but, you know. I think Newgate Prison has a lot of undead. Clarence Fog. You have the ice stuff? Yeah, you have the ice school stuff. Okay. We'll skip through until we see a new one. Okay, double Tomb Raiders. We have our strategy. We shouldn't have any dead turns, since our deck size is so small that now that we're guaranteed to have like the pieces we need either in hand or I guess we can kind of get messed up if both of our extracts are at the very bottom of the deck, but kind of messes us up a little bit. That's okay. If we need to, we can use 2 Humongo Frogs. That's why we have both of them in here. I guess they just keep a bunch of undead in this prison. That, or the raid only consists of dead people, which would be rather interesting, because the O'Leary was just a cat. Well, who am I to question? Okay, there's a summer minion. Let's discard Heartbeat. I see they got the British chief though, all well and as it is. Alright, let's go. Got the Tomb Raiders. We don't have the cantrip stuff for that, so. They started out as simple Tomb Raiders, but due to their terrible sense of direction, they never found their way back out. That's hilarious. Quick to Maoyari cell. Ooh, mushrooms. I don't know how there are mushrooms growing out of these thick steel floors from the looks of it, but okay. Oh no. Oh, hello, kitty.
Oi! Meowyardy's getting away!
He's right behind you. Just go get him. Like he stopped a ore farm on us, twin.
I've seen him. Meowyardy's hot-footed across the rooftops to the right. After him.
Okay. You guys aren't undead. Oh, they broke him out this way. Okay.
You wanted to catch me?
Yes.
You'll
find I'm more than common street rabble. I have friends in powerful places. A shame you'll never meet them.
Did they let him be this dripped up in his prison cell, or did he have enough time to change before we got here?
I heard Meowie already running across those roofs.
He was right next to you. Like,
hurry and catch him.
he was talking to me, bro. Ugh. I know it's probably like, oh, they're just, you know, like, we're chasing him. He's probably saying it while he's actively running away or something, but like, I think it's funnier just to imagine they're seeing him go by.
Try to stop him before he gets away.
I feel like this one's face looks a little bit more realistic than the other. He's right behind you, bro. Have your partner go tackle him.
You've got him on the run. Follow him up this way. If he doubles back, I've got him.
Yeah, okay. Sure you do. We already got the Tomb Roamer, right? Or was that Tomb Raider? No, it's Tomb Roamer.
I see you didn't take to my soldier. Then let me introduce
What
you to
soldier?
my good friend.
Okay, well, we've got Malstar here now, too.
I can't believe my blooming eyes. Did you see that? He summoned undead, he did.
You're not doing a very good job here, Officer Dorset.
He must have had help. Of the magical sort. The sort you can handle a sight better than we. There's an O'Leary hideout down the street.
Okay.
Let on we know about it. Look for Meowie Artie there before we move someplace we don't know about.
Okay. Run him down. Interesting. Oop, new undead for us. Surely he won't know that we're fighting these people outside, right? We probably don't need heartbeat here. Shrieker. Shrieker. I barely know her. I wonder how baby Milo sees all of this, you know? Cuz he doesn't he doesn't cast spells and stuff. He can. We haven't used that, but like I wonder if he's just like, wow. Look at them go. Not a thought behind those eyes. Okay, I don't really want a 50-50 drawing a trap or an enchant, so I'll just discard a pixie. Hopefully we get some power pips here. Actually, I don't think it matters. The last two times the Humongo Frog, just one was enough. Ooh, we're going to see a skeleton out of her? Alright, let's Humongo Frog. If this doesn't kill, because there's a small chance I think that it doesn't with that weakness, then hopefully we get some power pips and we can just use another one. Okay, sure. Why not use the shark? Oh, if this doesn't kill, they can both hit hard, and hopefully this kills. Ah, drats. What do you mean fail to collect monster animus wrong type? If they ain't death, or if they're not undead, what are they? Yeah, okay. We're gonna die here. Unless they both fizzle. Holy. Never punished, baby, never punished. Let's go. Exclusive cap. Okay. Now it'll probably be a real fight, though. Ooh, scrap iron. Okay, they'll probably summon undead. Actually, it is an O'Leary hideout. We should be going against actual creatures here, right? Yeah, Gibson O'Leary. I'm not going to worry about getting the essence from the Tomb Roamer. What are you? You're fire? Okay. We have the Time of Legend. We'll put the Heartbeat back in, get some Cyclops. Back to our regular strategy, bring in the minions. We have our shields, we have our minions, some hits. I mean, we could throw in some stuns. Try it out.
You'll never catch me out yachting.
Why? Get out of my way. Okay. I see the Cyclops. Okay. You know what? I'd rather have multiple Cyclops minions in my beginning hand than none. Alright. Ice Shield, Tomb Roamer, realistically, I always want to get rid of the minion first. Always clear the rabble. Okay, let's bring in Clyde. Oh, big stretch. I love being able to make videos. I want to do as much as I can while I can. I had a boy just graduate college this year from UNLV, or not UNLV, University of Nevada. And man, it's been such a long time since I saw him. Last time I got to see my boy was, I think, the 4th of July of last year. And man, I love the 4th of July because it's always a big event. My family, we always do a big celebration for it. Our whole community gets together in the park, and we have we start the day off with like a 5K, like the kids get a triathlon, and then the adults have like a 5K run that they can do. The kids can also join along for that if they really want to, but you know, what kid wants to run 5 kilometers? I don't know why we call it. Like, I guess 5K is just like the closest we could get to making it sound good and having it be like a distance, you know? So, you know, we have that. We're kind of loaded up with hits right now. I do want to hit the Humongo Frog here just because they are both getting low. And we should be able to, well, we should be able to get the Tomb Raider, the Tomb Roamer already. Question is, do we want to heal? You know, I'm expecting us to take some big hits here, so I'll throw out a heal. But yeah, the 4th of July is like this, it's this huge event that we always have, and my parents, my whole family, we all spend the whole morning getting food ready. And you know, usually we get like, I think probably 200, 300 orders for our family to make food for everybody. And we love doing it, you know. It's definitely like the highlight of the 4th for us is we open up the grill and make hot dogs, hamburgers. My dad makes his famous tri-tip. Big celebration, right? Well, we started hosting a splash dive competition over the last couple years. And I am getting to how my boy comes into all this, right? And like my friend, he always comes to the 4th of July, and we have a grand time. You know, it's absolutely lovely. But last year, I think he was the defending splash dive. I think he won the splash dive contest the year before. He's quite the showman, so he won people's favor. But I had won it the year before him. He won it the year after me, and then last year, you know, it was like his chance to defend the title. And no, during the field games, which happened in between us grilling for the community and the pool competitions, my boy did the potato sack race. He was jumping, running. His ass tripped, fell, and like broke his shoulder again. And we played football together. We've done a bunch of like the sports in high school together. We went through high school together, and we've known each other since elementary school. So he's been my brother for a very long time. But man, we had to spend like a majority of the rest of 4th of July in the ER because he broke his shoulder during the... Yeah, that's a stun immune boss, by the way. How many of them aren't? Stuns are pointless, man. It's sad that that's one of the spells that we learn. Myth and Ice. Tragic. Damn. Actually, he's about to finish off the boss. I'll let him do it. He's earned it. I believe in you, Clyde. But I don't know who won it last year. I think my dad. And my dad's won it probably like 5 out of the 7 or 8 years that we've had it. He's won a majority. So we let him win it for us this year, or last year, but this year, and it's coming up quick. I got the word today that that my boy's gonna be coming for the 4th. It's gonna be we're gonna see who wins the crown, a deciding battle, no doubt. Oh, I can't wait, dude. But it's a great time having him back in the area, because we haven't consistently had the chance to see each other or hang out. You know, we haven't really had the chance to do anything since the end of high school. Because I think he went off to University of Nevada, Reno, and he's been there for like 4 years at this point, I think. Oh. You have 3 little ones at home. You gotta get out this business, man. So Moriarty is still in the area. The 4th of July is always a big one for us, though.
My, you don't give up, do you? You need to learn when you can't win.
Did you wait? Did you watch us go through that whole fight just to aura farm on us with Malistaire as soon as we got out? Okay, bro. Okay.
Go on then. I saw him run inside the North Clock Tower. Capture him.
You watched him? Didn't chase after him or nothing? Okay, brother. Okay. But it's you know, it's a tradition that we have, and I hope it never changes.
I grow weary of this game you insist on playing. I'm out of patience, but you're out of constables. Even if you survive, you won't be able to follow me. Cheerio.
Agony Wraith. Okay. That sounds like... Yeah, let's get the stuns out of our deck immediately. Graveyard Phantom and Agony Wraith. Okay. They are death, right? So we can actually take the Cyclops out of our deck and put in the Ether Golem. That being said, I don't know if the shields are worth the trade-off, because we have this shield already. We have the Spirit Shield. So we could just put it in. Like, I guess we could remove both and combine them into the Ether Golem, but... I mean, it'd be slightly less damage overall. Or on average. Do we want to bring in a third extract? Let's bring in a third extract. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Also, we got the book. But man, the 4th of July is always a major event for my family. And I'm excited that my boy just graduated. I don't remember what he was actually taking. I'll have to ask him about that. But I'm so proud of him for getting to that point. Of course, next year I'm going back to college. I'm planning on graduating myself, so we'll be boys with degrees. Now that sounds good. You know, I've got this book that I found recently. 1,000 Things You Don't Know About Me. Now, I'm not the best at commentary, and I certainly do enjoy my quiet moments. But I figure this is a good way to talk about some things, or to give myself a topic or two to talk about while, you know, when I run out of things. They're both low pips right now. I'm not worried about putting up a shield yet. Next turn I will. If I don't draw my summon minion, or if I didn't have a summon minion in hand. Alright. Let's bring out the minions, the boys. Don't need that. Let's shield up, though I'm sure they'll use their big hits this turn. If they don't, then it'd be really nice to have a shield. Okay. We'll still have some big hits coming in here any minute, so we'll keep shielding up. Alright. The first question from our book, 1,000 Things You Don't Know About Me. When it comes to trends, and that's the prompt it gives you. It gives you like a little bit, enough to write maybe like a small paragraph. I have really nice handwriting, so, or at least people keep telling me I do. So I could write a lot in a little space. But when it comes to... Sorry, give me a sec, I got a cough. Oh, let's enchant the Cyclops. If this troll goes through, we'll Cyclops and finish off the Grave Phantom. And the Grave Phantom. Bro, I'm so sick of this. Yeah, well, when it comes to trends, I'm not much of a trend follower, unless I think it's something really funny or really cool. And you know, that's all extremely subjective, but like if there's a mean-spirited trend going around or something that makes me, something that I feel like is bad or feels morally wrong, then you know, I'll never follow the trend. Regardless of how much social pressure there is or you know, what everybody else is doing, what the peer pressure looks like, I would never. I have a I'm very strong convictions when it comes to some stuff. When it comes to morality, I refuse to give up any ground. Just the type of person I am, type of person that my parents are, you know, as well. It runs in my family. We're all strong-headed. But we're not mean. And we don't go out of our way to hurt nobody. Okay. I want to save this Cyclops. Well, I guess if we have the Humongous Frog as well. We might as well keep laying on the hurt, as long as we do the, as long as we do the last hit. I was going to say finishing blow, but my boys are going to clown on me if I say that. You know what's interesting? I've never been one to have many friends. People have always known me, you know, I've had a beard since like 8th grade, so that plus football and other athletics, being like the big boy of the school typically. Like people have always known me just like off site or something of the sort, you know. But I've always kept my friend group very, very close. Usually having like 2 to 4 friends at any given time. And, you know, I don't cycle through friends very quickly, nothing like that. I have brothers. Like my boy Alex, my boy Sammy, I would consider them both brothers. The YouTube channel's actually been doing really good, so I texted them earlier today, and we don't text each other all that often, but you know, I sent them some of the stuff, and view-wise, we just hit triple-digit views in over the course of 2 days for the first time. I think it was after I posted the Binding of Isaac video, I checked it, and I think we actually hit like 101 views in the last 48 hours, which is absolutely massive. You know, that's way... I've only been doing this channel for like a month and a half at this point. So seeing that much progress get made in such a short time, I'm starting to have a little bit of pride in the YouTube channel. Now, I am only doing this because I enjoy it and I think it's fun, and I'm going to be playing games anyway. So I figure I might as well post them, because I do really enjoy playing video games, and who wouldn't? But I'm glad that you guys are here to watch it. That being said, I will take this time. Oh, I guess we are kind of nearing the end. I'll just wait until the end to do the whole like and subscribe thing. I need to remember to start doing that a little bit earlier. If we do that, does it kill? Humongo Frog, then Cyclops? Because he doesn't... While Clyde doesn't have a blade, we do have the arena set up. I'll delay a turn. And then we can Humongo Frog if it doesn't kill, and then Humongo Frog into Cyclops. Bring out Claude. $418. Okay, yeah, we could definitely kill with Claude. We should be able to kill with Claude. Let's play it safe. Wait one more turn. I really don't want to have to go back and... Like, I don't want to have to... It doesn't actually matter as long as we get the boss killed anyway. But we can delay a turn and basically make sure we deal the finishing blow. Unless we fizzle or something. But what are the chances? It's about 50%. No. No. Okay. You know, fizzling there's actually probably better than... Okay, we could Humongo Frog and then Cyclops next turn. 100% gets to the finish line. Okay, bro, we get it. You're death. You can heal yourself off of damaging us. I get it. I love that angle that they give us, by the way. From behind the lift. All right. I'm gonna dismiss Clyde real quick. We'll bring Claude out. Claude finishes this battle 100%. Even if it fizzles and he uses Ghoul next turn, Claude still wins the battle. Money. Claude, get him. Okay, there we go. Wasn't worried about that fight at all. And fire boots. Okay. Let's see. What's the book of this area?
The Golden Age.
The Golden Age.
The rebirth had an impact on northern science. The kingdom itself would change, starting with Queen Ellen.
We disappeared.
Matters turned sour when a popular printer ended up in prison because he spoke out against the government. A revolt seemed likely. However, Queen Ellen released him and formed a parliament. Thus, Queen Ellen's reign is remembered as the Golden Age.
Wasn't she the one who put him? Okay. You know what? I'm not going to question it. It could just be propaganda. Let's go heal up and then hit the teleporter hub. But these ritual chests, these cantrip ritual chests, there's a cantrip spell that you can use on it to kind of power it up. And if 2 other wizards power it up, you can tell how many wizards have used it by these little, like, these areas turning green. So if I did it, it would be like the left one, and then the right one would light up, and someone else does it, and then the middle one. And when that happens, all three of us would gain, I think, spellements. Alright, where is Scotland Yard? Alright, let's go talk to Watson. Pops O'Leary. Making his getaway.
Are you quite certain you saw Meowiarty with Malastair? By Jove, you've uncovered the power behind the O'Leary's gang.
Yes.
Finding Meowiarty will require footwork, but all of our detectives are tied up on other cases. Perhaps you can be of assistance.
I feel like this is probably the most pressing case that could possibly be going on right now.
Jocks the Scratcher is ravaging Knight's Court, terrorizing the general public. You should speak to Sergeant Steve there and offer your assistance.
Well, I mean, I guess if we have no lead on what's his name again? On Meowiarty and Malastair, yeah, why not just send me to the Knight's Court to help out with some random case? It's not like I know that they're probably going to the sarcophagus. That's okay. Hey, as long as they're defending it, I guess.
He's a good one, that Watson. Much obliged you could help us, Jacques the Scratcher. We're sorely strapped when it comes to manpower. We've been scratching our heads over him for quite some time. No pun intended, of course. Jacques the Scratcher's at it again, scratching fair maidens. My boys and I are baffled as to his whereabouts. But perhaps a young wizard like you can crack the case. I fear that Lady Miltop may have been attacked. Find out if she's all right.
So Jacques the Scratcher. In case you don't understand the reference, I think it's Jack the Ripper. So if Linda Miltop gets scratched, we'll be at her funeral, I guess. All right, who to talk to? Actually, let's go do the outro next to Watson. I think we'll have to get off our mount though. Sorry, Chester. This is me, Milo, and Watson time. Selfie. Zoom out. Bring it on over. And Baby Milo. Alright, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, a like would go a long way. If you've been enjoying the series as a whole, a subscribe will let you know when it gets updated. And let you know about my other series as well. Alright. Have a great day, a great night whenever you're watching this. And remember, be kind. It's always better to be kind.